relocated to downtown Portland Chase Bank. People are starting to show up. Connection looks good. Welcome back, everybody, to part 2.
Welcome to Poultry Against Fossil Fuels. We're here to defund fossil fuels. It's hard to make jokes when your future is so dire, and it's extremely hot again in Portland. Maybe not hot enough to fry eggs on the sidewalk, but hot enough to make people sick and to kill them. Globally and locally, we are seeing climate chaos. And what ties Chase Bank to climate chaos? Fossil fuels. Chase is the worst funder of fossil fuel projects. They have invested $317 billion in fossil fuel projects like Line 3 in Minnesota since the Paris Climate Agreement 5 years ago. Wells Fargo has invested $223 billion, and Bank of America has invested $198 billion. And these bankers, they're chicken bankers. They're too scared to do the right thing, which is to divest from fossil fuels. Well, the yoke is gonna be on them. Repeat after me. Bark, bark, chicken bankers, stop funding oil tankers. Bark, bark, chicken bankers, stop funding oil tankers. Bark, bark, chicken bankers, stop funding oil tankers. More and more, the truth about climate change and the impact of fossil fuels is being confirmed. The UN scientific report released on Monday was irrefutable. Human activities are causing unprecedented and sometimes irreversible climate change. Only immediate, drastic action will save us from utter disaster. Luckily, the truth is also coming out about these banks and their financially risky loans for fossil fuel pipelines. Lots of people, governments, and institutions are taking their money out of fossil fuels and out of these banks. Chase Bank and Wells Fargo and Bank of America. These people are divesting from these banks, and these banks should be divesting from fossil fuel. So maybe these banks shouldn't count their profits before they're hatched. And maybe they shouldn't bury their heads in the sand and ignore climate change. So we want to remind the CEOs at these banks that they are bird brains and that their investments are turkeys. And we've got a great song to help spread that message. Here's Wendy. She wrote it herself.
So this will explain why the bankers keep funding fossil fuels. And so, can you hear? Is this good? Okay. So, this is about why bankers fund fossil fuels, at least one explanation of it. And we'll just do a song. I'm going to play the song. We'll sing along with it. It's really easy to pick up. So, here we go. They're bought and sold by them, and what's more, they're chicken shit, chicken shit, chicken shit, chicken shit. Right, Democrats can't say no to the fossil fuel companies, cause they're bought and sold by them, and what's more, they're chicken shit, chicken shit, chicken shit, chicken shit. Joe Biden can't say no to the fossil fuel companies, cause he's bought and sold by them, and what's more, chicken shit, chicken shit, chicken shit, chicken shit. Instrumental break. Congress can't say no to the fossil fuel companies, cause they're bought and sold by them, and what's more, they're chicken shit, chicken shit, chicken shit, chicken shit. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Wendy. That was awesome. So we are not fooled by the greenwashing that banks use to hide their loans that support climate change. Chase Bank just gave billions. They just gave billions in so-called sustainability loans to Enbridge, the Canadian company that is constructing the dangerous Line 3 pipeline in Minnesota. Despite what Chase wants us to believe, sustainability funds do not undo the damage that Line 3 will cause to Anishinaabe lands and wild rice beds, or to the lives of fish and other beings dependent on the 200 waterways that the pipeline crosses. Greenwashing still kills. Wash it green, it still kills. Wash it green, it still kills. Wash it green, it still kills. So we need you to highlight the hypocrisy of greenwashing and the dangers of fossil fuels. We've got leaflets with concrete actions you can take today or this week to stop dangerous tar sands oil infrastructures like Zenith Oil here in Portland and Line 3 in Minnesota. Please help us spread the word as we work to put an end to this madness and horror. And join us in one last round of the chicken dance. We're trying to turn the chicken-hearted bankers into brave eagles who care more about the people of the world than their profits.
Talk to my congressman or my senator.
Well, they're more interested in the chicken dance, so I don't think they're listening, unfortunately.
I need your cell phone. There's no way this shit's real. Okay. Grab the mic. Don't grab the mic. We're doing something here, man. We're doing the chicken dance. You're making a difference. It seems that maybe this city has been using the homeless community as guinea pigs. I didn't want to have to take over a scene like this. But it seems like I have been the victim of some kind of terrorist attack. Seriously, it boggles my mind to think about. Like, I don't think that that's dust on my wheels. I don't. And I don't think that's pigmentation on my chest. I think that maybe Reed College, PSU, who knows, George Fox, one of these universities has got a research department that is doing some really weird things. Yes, I did. There's a lot of Mennonites down in the West Valley. No, I'm newly saved. I think, for my thoughts may have not been mine.
We're doing a climate protest here.
Well, this has to do with climate because No, it's not just about the homeless population. It's about you guys. You guys have been breathing this stuff, you know?
Yeah, we're all breathing this stuff.
All these nanites, when they come off, they go airborne.
Oh, you mean the nanoparticles?
Yeah. See this?
And that's why we're kind of doing this, is that we have a situation.
Yeah, we have a credible situation. I do not want to have to yank this, but it's happening. I'm not crazy. The police aren't coming. Why aren't they here? I just took over this place and tried to steal this fucking speaker, and no one is doing anything.
Well, we don't worry about the police.
I mean, I'm a pacifist.
We want to defund
I'm not
the
going to hurt
police.
anybody.
Well, then could you please stop if we have
No,
to?
no.
'Cause-
This is on my body. Can I please stop?
Okay, but there's already things happening here.
So,
I tried to go to DER. Went to Good Sam. They did not treat me. I went to Hooper for my addiction. The doors were locked.
it's because...
It's
all
because
of
the
this
doors
is-
were locked.
Yeah.
I went to some house up in Northwest on 27th or 28th, and they had dinner theater when I got there about all this stuff. They were doing the chicken dance also.
Seriously?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, and you know what? Part of it is, like yesterday, I spent all day on the phone trying to make calls about the cooling centers because homeless people are hardest hit by this stuff. It's terrible.
No, it's not. Homeless people are not the hardest hit. Yeah, it's hot.
Yeah, I mean, people aren't surviving.
Tell me this ain't real.
Yeah. There are people,
Tell me this ain't real.
There are people.
I need to talk to Ron Sussman.
Ron Sussman. I don't know Ron Sussman.
He's the editor for Willamette Week.
Oh, good luck. We've been trying to talk to the media too, and they ignore us also. I hear you. It's
They're
pretty
in my
bad.
hair. That's why I got this bag on my head, because they got people, well, they look like they're calling third base. The third base coaches, you can see them around. There's one around here somewhere.
Yeah,
They
it's bad.
respond to tunes, so that's why the dude's playing the organ and he's packing up now.
Yeah, and the major media does nothing about any of this, nor
Oh,
do our
third base
electeds,
coach right
so,
there. Hey,
yeah.
third base coach. Bet you he's connected.
so much.
He looks like a third base coach to me. That dude with the cigarette, probably. You know, they look like dirty people because they're full of nanites.
Well, I got people
Like
watching. You got anything to say?
You got sponsors all over your neck. Calling them, are you? Calling them on you.
What do you mean?
Well, look, I can see them on you now.
Okay.
Am I the only one that can see them? Like, I'm the only one that can see them, right? They're not crawling up your arm.
No.
I don't have a phone, so, but you can watch me remove them with a feather if you want. Somebody provide me with said feather.
You live in Portland and you understand.
You know, but you can get them all off me, but I know several other people that have them. I watched them
Have you-
walk
hey,
down
you-
the sidewalk
you tried,
in front of the food carts.
you
where
tried-
that dip of-
You try outside in yet?
It's all this shit. Like so much that, how big was that crack? Like 2 inches, 3 inches?
I'm so sorry.
It's hard to find medical attention for some situations
So the chicken dance.
where
So
there's a certain measure of
who do I
lucidity.
call with my craziness?
Did you try the outside in clinic yet?
I have that in my house. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Thank you all for coming. We are so grateful for your help on this hot, scary day. And we really appreciate your participation.
What's up? What's up?
Can I see your face?
What's up?
I wanted to see your face. Don't say Ron Suster and I'll just fucking right now.
Stay safe. All right, everybody. Almost done here. Might have a quick chat with them. Some interesting commotion. Like I said, you know, it's kind of a how it is here. And best thing we can do is try to approach these situations with compassion and especially because it was obvious this wasn't going to escalate to violence. There's no concern. You know, a lot of people would just call the police right away. You see these folks, they took the more compassionate approach. Yeah, and Maddie, it is kind of a, he's probably in crisis to a degree. Like I said, you know, there's that measure of lucidity lets him take care of himself, or at least survive and be able to carry on in some dysfunction. That's why I asked him about outside in, because that's the best place I could think of as far as like, you know, maybe medical help or psychiatric help. Maybe he's having skin problems that he's just misinterpreting. You know, the air quality out here is definitely horrible. So.
Well, I can give you a local sunrise person to talk to. Oh, okay.
Alright, so once we're all wrapped up here, did you want to say anything before I wrap up?
Pardon me?
Did you anything before I wrap up about maybe who you are, where to find your music,
Where to find my what?
your song?
Pardon me, what do you mean find my phone?
Did you sing earlier?
I did sing, yeah.
Yeah. So you'd asked if I.
Oh, my song, I'm sorry, the mask.
Yeah.
of
Oh,
really
it's okay. It's okay.
mask, I'm old, so yeah, my
I get
name is Wendy Emerson, and I'm here, of course, like everybody. I have been concerned about climate change for decades, and I'm very distressed that the hour is late, like we're at the last minute. If we don't do something soon, it's pretty much we're cooked. We may be anyway. We're going to have many years, decades of really rough times. And so, you know, I hope that we can somehow pull together at the last minute. And so one of the ways we can start is to stop the banks from investing in fossil fuels. If they pull the money out of it, quit loaning money for these projects, you know, we can start shutting them down.
Right.
So this is just one area where we need to work. And so that little song that he wrote was just really voicing frustration a lot. And there's a lot of truth in it that the banks and the whole system, the fossil fuel company kind of owns it. Like, I thought about putting the Republicans in, but then I have to change the words, like, the Republicans are the fossil fuel companies. You know, so that's kind of where we're at. So it's important. I hope more people get involved and start raising hell, because this is the stuff. This is, you know, we're really in for
time
it.
is now, right?
Yeah.
And music is really important, I feel, for bringing people together and getting those ideas out there. So
yeah, I really enjoy that. I feel really fortunate to be able to like contribute in that way. I really enjoy it. So
thank you for that.
thank
Really
you,
appreciate
Phil.
it.
I appreciate it. Halospace, right?
That's correct.
Okay. Yeah, look it up. I'm gonna put together a video with, you know, the song and photos and stuff.
Okay, great, perfect.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Yeah, thank you. And thank you everybody for watching. It's been another climate action with 2, 3, 4 different groups. Call it autonomous. Anyways, you heard them. Time is now. It's important. So go out with this view. Thanks again for watching, and we will see you when we see you. Maybe JFPK soon.